Hello everyone and welcome to another Ryan Rambles. Woo 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 woo. That's the Ryan Rambles siren. Today it is September 17th, 2015. Yeah. I'm pumped today. I have my coffee. It's at good temperature. No! I'm knocking things over. It's not good. I shouldn't be knocking things over. Why? No! Ugh. I'll fix that later. So, today, we have some interesting topics to talk about, other than coffee. I don't need this anymore. I can just drink the coffee without it. It's delicious. Okay, on with the show. Blammo, here we go. Today, I woke up. I slept in today. I didn't even think about it. But I woke up and I just slept in. So, I woke up, I pulled out my phone, and I saw you have a software update available, iOS 9. I didn't even know it was coming out, but it did apparently, so that's good. And it has a bunch of new features, just generally like improvements, not really like when they went from iOS 6 to 7 where everything was different and it really blew your mind. But like with iOS 9, Siri's a bit better. I've been using her all morning to text because she can kind of tell it, he, whatever you want to call Siri, the program, it has a female voice by default, so it is a she, but she can kind of predict better what you're saying now. Like it'll show up on the screen, it like whatever, like what you say, and if it's wrong, it'll just sometimes just fix itself. So it's right. It's more right more of the time. Yeah. But they also they also changed the battery life. They fixed it a little bit. They've done some improving. There's like a low battery mode now that like you can turn it on. It limits like a lot of the function of your phone, but I think it has like it's supposed to have like a 40% better battery life. So I guess we really need to save your battery. Hopefully that works, because it sounds like it would be. So, it sounds like it would be definitely better than what they got now. So, yeah. And I like it. From what I've seen, there's a new built-in news app. That's pretty cool. I don't have to have 47 news apps. I didn't even before. I didn't have any. But now I can just look at the news. Woo! News! But, yes. It's kind of like a weird gleam on my head. Like, it kind of makes my hair like, hello. I don't like this gleam. But, the gleam is gonna happen. It's gonna be there now. Because I took a shower like 30 minutes ago. Hair not dry naturally. Now there's like a gleam. Maybe I just have a shiny head. Who knows? But, yeah, iOS 9. Get it if you want to, because I don't know if you have like a 4S, because I used to have a 4S and I never wanted to get an update. If you have a 4S, you should get a new phone, because I did, and I got a new phone and I love this new phone. I've gotten to the point where it doesn't really feel any different than the old one. Really, I went from a 4S to a 5S, which they're different in terms of this one has better processing power and a couple better things. That's about it. So that's up to you. If you want iOS 9, I would say get it, because you'll be up to date on all the stuff and you can do all the stuff. And so yeah, you should get it. Also, it has whereas I believe iOS 8 I think had, when you download it, you need like 5 gigabytes open. And everyone was like, oh man, how am I supposed to have that much space open? But this one only needs like literally like 100, not 100, 1 gigabyte. I need more coffee in my system. 100 gigabytes on a 16 gigabyte system. Yeah. Yeah, that'd work out good. But yeah. So Siri's better, news app, more integrated things, better processing, hoozle doozle, more battery life. That's iOS 9. Get it. do whatever you want with it. Obviously, you can't get it if you have an Android phone, but if you have an iPhone, please upgrade your iPhone. I mean, I would be, that'd be amazing. There has to be a thing. Like I bet you somebody's found a way to like hack an Android phone to run on iOS. Somebody has to have done that. That'd be ridiculous. But that's just a silly Ryan thought of the day. Now on to the next little thing I have prepared here. It's about Pacific Rim. Which, it's not happy news about Pacific Rim. Because as a lot of people knew a couple years ago, I don't know how many years ago now at this point, but it was a monster movie Del Toro made, and people liked it, like modern monster movie, giant robots, what's not to love? But the sequel was delayed until like 2017, a couple weeks back, I guess. And now a lot of sources are coming in saying that it's been indefinitely delayed. That no one even knows if it'll be made now. So, like, Pacific Rim 2's chances of existing have critically decreased. So, we might not be seeing Pacific Rim 2. I don't know what the reasons are. I don't know them. But it's been indefinitely delayed. So, cry a sad tear. And I guess just be happy that we have one Pacific Rim. But if another one does come on, I like the first one. Like the first one, I thought it was pretty neat, pretty nifty. So I thought it was good, decent. So I would like to see a second one. But yet again, indefinitely delayed. So indefinitely. So yeah, poor Del Toro. You just can't catch a break. You just can't do it. You just can't catch one. Everything he does now, it seems like they're like, no, you can't do that. Screw you, Del Toro. You can't do what you want to do because everything's getting in the way for poor old Del Toro. And, yep, poor Del Toro. My next little thing I have prepared is the Five Nights at Freddy's World is the fifth Five Nights at Freddy's game. But I say fifth because it's not actually the next installment in the game. It's an RPG. It sounds pretty cool, huh? It sounds really cool. Apparently you'll be able to make parties based upon all of the versions of the animatronics. It will not be a horror game. That's what he said. He said that it's not going to be a horror game, apparently. So, whoa, that's going to be cool, I bet. And I'm pretty pumped for it, because I think that's something that I could get into, and something that I really like, as someone who hasn't really played them, but has watched a lot of them. I would have played the Five Nights at Freddy's games if there weren't YouTubers like Markiplier to play them for me. Because I think those games are a million times more enjoyable watching someone play them. Because, like, whenever I watched Markiplier do any of the Five Nights at Freddy games, I watched him do all of them. You always feel like you're going through the torment with him as he climbs to be the very best. So, I think Five Nights at Freddy's World is going to be pretty cool. I wonder if Markiplier will play that. I mean, maybe. Who knows? He seems to have liked Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's also an RPG. But I bet he will, because why not? And he's done RPG stuff before, so I see no reason why he wouldn't want to do this one, because it seems to like RPGs. Scott Cawthon has stated that a free demo will be released as soon as it's ready. Which he wanted it to be out by Halloween, but that's not going to happen. So, as soon as it's ready, we'll get it when it's ready, and you'll like it. Wait, I actually have coffee this time. back because last time it was already gone by the time I did this. Yeah, I'm Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm pretty pumped for Five Nights at Freddy's World. See what it's like. No one even knows what it's like. All we know is that it's an RPG. So it sounds like it'd be cool. So we'll see about that. And on the topic of video games, I think we're going to take a little bit of time here because I got it. My general goal for each of these Ryan Rambles is to be around 20 minutes. Anything over that is like bonus. You get more. So like Tuesdays, it was this week, it was literally the day before yesterday. It was like 40 minutes long. Hopefully this one will be about 20 minutes long. And we'll get more special guests on. If I have a special guest right now, I kind of want to keep it to like once a week. Because I still want the show at its core to be me talking about it. So I don't want it to... Maybe eventually I'll get like a permanent co-host. But we'll see about that. I don't want it to be a negative thing when it's just me. I want to establish this is my show. And any guests will be welcomed. So my cat just jumped out of the bed. Are you gonna... I don't know what she's doing. But I'm gonna take this moment to talk about video games. So let's do that in about 5 seconds. Here we go. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to let my cat out of my room because she either doesn't want to leave or wants to leave immediately. So it's time for an improv session. I don't have this written down on my notes. It's going to be me just figuring out what I want to talk about and ranting about it. So it's going to be a little bit of like a special thing. We're going to see how it works. So here we go. Video games that I am excited for and that I kind of want to play. I'd like to, I want to play Minecraft Story Mode when it comes out. There's a lot of people kind of hating on that and saying, like, oh, you like it, it's not the same, it's not Minecraft, it's for little kiddies. And it's like, no, don't. I mean, maybe it is aimed, younger audience than most Telltale games. Maybe, but you don't even know that. So, like, for sure. And I want to play it because I like Minecraft. Like, some people would say that Minecraft is a kid's game. I don't think so. I think Minecraft's just for everybody. Because you can do whatever you want in Minecraft. Like, if you want to adventure, you can adventure. If you want to build, you can build. If you want to fish, go ahead and fish. But you can do any of those things. Anything you want to. Adventure, battle monsters at night. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what I like about Minecraft. Is that you can kind of use it as a form of... You can do anything you want. Like, if you can make your goal whatever you want. If your goal is just to make a really big farm or make a really big base, that's all you have to do. So, I'm more of a sheep farming guy in Minecraft. I've always, on the past couple multiplayer servers I've been on, I've made a giant sheep farm with the help of friends. So that's my favorite thing to do. Oh, I should talk about Mind Grumps for a while because I really like that server. I did. I kind of like it now, but it kind of lost its way. And I will talk about that at a different time, probably. Not right now, because I have to get back on topic of Minecraft Story Mode. What I know about it in my head, it's a Telltale Games game, and if you don't know about Telltale Games, they're very story-driven, very, you can make choices, and every choice that you make influences the game. I think that's cool. My favorite one, I've only played through one. I've played through one all the way, and I've played through. Back to the Future, the game. I love Back to the Future. It's like my favorite movie series. I love Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future, the game, because it acts as Back to the Future 4, and it tells a pretty good story for that, I think. So, plus it just, when Back to the Future, the game ends, it actually ends off. It's able, because the whole way that Back to the Future works is that, like, you can go back in time and, like, basically retcon things. So the game actually ends it retconned with Doc Brown living with his new family in the present, and he's just like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Was it not like this before? That doesn't make any sense why I would do that. So it just ends on I think it ends on a better note than, like, it kind of wraps up the series again, I guess. It opens it up and wraps it back up. I like that. And Back to the Future is something I could always talk about. So, Back to the Future, I love it. The end. I'm running low on coffee. It's very, very low. Very low on coffee right now. I don't know why I made that face. But, yeah. There's a Back to the Future book coming out. I don't know if I've talked about this. I think I may have talked about this in, like, a very early video. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't remember. But there's a Back to the Future book coming out that's, like, this big collector's book, and I'd really like to get it. Because it comes with all kinds of stuff, like the photos from the movie. Like, it has Doc and Marty with the picture from the third movie, where they're, like, on the clock tower, or they're, like, by the clock tower, I don't remember. But yeah, you get that with it. I'd love to put that in a frame and just have that on a frame, just like, oh yes, I am Marty, what you gonna do? Come at me. I have this memorabilia. Coffee complete. And yeah, I really like those collection books like that. That's why I have the Zelda Hyrule Historia. This is the second time I've talked about it. Second time I've talked about this book on the channel, and the second time that I've called it Hyrule History. Ugh. But yeah, I really like those books that are, like, just collections of facts and nerd awesomeness. I really like those a lot. And yeah, I do a lot of yeahs. So, yeah, I should make that into one word. Yeah. Yeah. So, what else can I talk about today? I guess I could talk about... let's talk about Pokemon. So I'm gonna play a Pokemon game. I just like which one it's gonna be. I'm not sure yet. I have Diamond, I have Platinum, I have White, and I have Soul Silver. And then I also have X, but I've already kind of played through X, and I don't really feel like playing through X again. And Alpha Sapphire, which is my favorite one, and I'm never giving up on that one. It's actually, like, the one game that I kind of want to get I want to get Omega Ruby, actually, believe it or not, so that I can have everything. I even got I can't remember what it's called, but you get a specifically you can get a ticket in Alpha Sapphire if, like, you had to like, Street Pass is a 3DS function, where if you have your DS, like, closed, your 3DS, and you walk by somebody else, or, you know, you just by someone else that has their 3DS, then you'll Street Pass with them, and you just get their info and, like, a little version of them that's like, hello, and it's cool. And that way you can get stuff through the game. And I was able to get like, I think it might be called like an Eon ticket. I'm not sure. That could be something completely different, but you use it and you can get a legendary that you couldn't get before. I love details like that. So that's nice. I'm gonna play a Pokemon game. If you have a suggestion for which of those Pokemon games I should do another playthrough again on, Diamond, Platinum, Soul Silver, White, tell me. I like all of those. I like Platinum, but my problem with Platinum is that it's just the remake of Diamond, and even though I like that, I also want to play through Diamond because Diamond is the first Pokemon game I ever played. I was lame like that. I didn't play Gen 3, so that's why I was cool. That's why I was happy when I got Alpha Sapphire, because I had never played actual Gen 3. I will gladly buy if eventually they remake the Gen 4. I would love to do that. The only problem with that is that, like, how long can they keep up remaking generations, though? Like, I feel like it'll get to a point when people are like, hey, don't remake more Pokemon games. There's the same game. But Pokemon is cool. I could do, like, a whole thing talking about Pokemon again. I really need to do some videos like that where it's just me talking about one thing for a million years. So, yeah, this puts us at right around what I wanted to fill. So I hope you feel enriched watching me ramble about that, about the different things that I want, and need. And I'm gonna do my last little segment. That's the 2 days, today and tomorrow, of our daily holidays, because I like to inform people on what they are. The first one is really cool. I think both of them are really cool this week. This instance. I keep saying this week. It's not a weekly show. It's a bi-weekly show. I do twice a week. But today's Constitution Day. It's the anniversary of the signing of the Constitution in 1787. That's really cool. Anybody that loves history, and I know I do, that's cool. So feel good about your freedoms and basically the thing that made everything possible that we do. So feel good about that. And tomorrow is Cheeseburger Day. I am so pumped. I want to eat a cheeseburger. It's so reality. I'm going to eat a cheeseburger tomorrow. No one will tell me otherwise. I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. If I don't eat a cheeseburger, I'll be highly upset with myself. I'm going to eat cheeseburgers. I'm going to make everyone in my family eat a cheeseburger. Gotta do it. I'm going to formally request that we have cheeseburgers. It's going to be Cheeseburger Day. Tomorrow, eat a cheeseburger. That's it. If you like this video, eat a cheeseburger. If you want to leave a comment, eat a cheeseburger. If you want to subscribe, do it. And also eat a cheeseburger. And I will see you in the next one. But in all reality, leave a comment if you have something you want me to talk about, because those really help me. I really like seeing those comments that say, like, talk about this. It really helps me have an idea to talk about. And I'm hoping next time that I'll have a guest on again. So it'll be cool. And I liked having a guest on last time. I hope you all liked it. And I will definitely have more... Ow! I will definitely have more guests on in the future. So today, we talked about iOS 9. It's now available on iPhones. Oh, I forgot to mention, it adds stuff on iPads too. So, if you have an iPad, definitely check it out. Because I think it adds some really cool stuff. I wish it was on my phone too. Like the stuff that they added on iPads. I'm not sure though. We talked about Pacific Rim 2 being indefinitely delayed. It stinks. Hardcore. the Five Nights at Freddy's World game, the new RPG, not a horror game in the franchise, and we talked about daily holidays, and we talked about Pokemon and other fun stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again for joining me in another Ryan Rambles. I really like doing this. I think maybe eventually this is going to get a name change. Eventually. Not anytime soon. But eventually, if I could think of a better name, and when this... I like the idea of this show becoming upgraded at some point. Like right now, it's me at my desk with a camera. But if I can, and my laptop in front of me, reading stuff off of it, and just ideas that I've written down. So that's my plan. Is to, eventually I'd love to upgrade this. You know, I'd like to. I might start doing this off of laptop maybe. Once I get a better laptop. Nothing on this laptop. This laptop's fine, but once I get a better laptop maybe, and you know, it all just comes down to anything like that, and then you know, I can make. There's always room to improve and get better quality stuff, and you know, maybe I can actually show a viewpoint of whatever guest I have. But that's something for the future. That's something that's still far off, but I'm definitely always looking into stuff that I can do differently and do new and make this show even better quality. So if you want to see more vloggy content with me on it, this is a little, I'm doing this off the wall. It's just a little tease. I recorded a bunch of stuff with my friend Sam, so you can check that out on his channel on a rainy day when it comes out, because it's going to be like a bonus thing, and it's just going to be, we recorded like 3 videos, so it's just going to be like rainy day. If he doesn't have something else, or you know, he needs something big, that'll show up, and we just had a bunch of fun. So it's just me on Skype, and that'll happen eventually. So that's a secret. That's never been, I never said that, even though Sam is watching this and he knows that I said that now. But, yeah. Okay, yeah. I say that way too much. To anyone who watches this show, thank you for putting up with me saying, oh yeah, okay, all the time. Because that's just my transition into more okays. Thank you for joining me on Ryan Rambles. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.